Junior featherweight contest, Russia versus Finland. Sиражудин Abdulayev from Russia in the blue corner takes on Nazar Garban from Finland. Russia really made a statement last year when they first came to these World Championships. They then repeated that, showing they were coming in force in the Euros. Number of gold medals there. And then once again they brought a huge squad, a huge team here. Bahrain for this 2019 IMAF World Championships. Nazar Garban looking phased by this Russian opponent. Nice movement, good footwork, steps in with that leg kick, side kick there as well. Oh, a nice feint of the takedown there from Abdulayev. Then comes in with the overhand right. Now look at that takedown from the single leg, the switch. Good pressure against the cage. Those underhooks though. Nazar Garban trying to work off this cage, trying to make space. Solid knees hitting the solar plexus there of the Finnish fighter. Oh, look at that switch though, nice explosion. Sticks to him like glue, the Russian Sиражудин Abdulayev. Now a good top position. And he's got this in the center of the cage as well. No cage wall there to help. Constantly working as well, but you can see now the foot on the hip here from Nazar Garban. Trying to make space. Let's see if he looks to elevate. Oh, looking to throw up a submission. Good hips off the bottom. You can see he's got good movement. He's keeping that guard alive there under the pressure of the Russian fighter, Abdulayev. Again, he's got that shin across the belly, making space. Now looking to explode to his feet. That's what you've got to do. He cannot rest. They're looking for a hip toss of his own. Very impressed with the movement of Garban. And again, let's see if he looks to disengage. And there we go, now they have space. Now he's stepping in, looking to switch the momentum a little, get some respect off this Russian fighter. Abdulayev now on the back foot, but let's look for him to change levels. This is the thing with the style that Abdulayev brings. Throws big, heavy overhands, but he always feints with takedowns, so you've always got to think about that. Oh, he thought that was the end of the round. 10 seconds left, that could have been costly. Now he switches in. That takedown he's used so well. He shoots across, gets the body lock, but wraps his leg around the back of Garban, uses that as the trip, and then switches his hips, contorts his body so that the pressure pushes you over his back leg and takes you to the mat. You can see he looks very tired when he's gone back to his stool. Almost didn't take the stool. Collapsed straight into the cage wall. Now taking deep breaths. Let's see some of the exchanges here in the replay. This was the takedown. There we go. That's his special move there, that body lock trip takedown. But good work off the back. Very impressive from Garban. And what I also liked from Garban was when he got back to his feet, instantly looked to impose himself. Heavy overhand right came in. Not phased by the fact he can get taken down, and that's one thing that can happen when you feel the pressure of or the level of the wrestling against some of these young fighters from Russia, Dagestan, Chechnya. So set for round number 2. Both fighters itching to get underway. So we are off again, round 2. Sиражудин Abdulayev, blue corner. Nazar Garban, red corner. Finland versus Russia. And that's nice to see from Garban, threatening those kicks if there is a takedown coming in. Nice kick to the body. No knees to the head though in these amateurs, and that's sometimes a really good deterrent for somebody shooting inside and trying to get you take you down. Oh, overhand right from Abdulayev. Another kick to the body there, really working that. We saw in between rounds, Abdulayev certainly looked the more fatigued of the two. Oh, but that is well timed. Shot in as he raised and feinted with that knee. Just took him directly down to the mat. This time in side control. Oh, a hit bump escape, look there from Garban, but such good top pressure. Abdulayev giving no space whatsoever. Let's see if Garban can turn inside. Maybe the referee will look for a bit more action, but look at that pass. Wow. And again, it's timing. You talk about timing and striking, but Abdulayev switching from side to the side there, and surprised he gave up the mount so quickly. And now he's got the guard of Garban to deal with. But Garban very good at making space, uses those long limbs. Oh, and now looking for the triangle attempt. That old trick, use the pressure of the top opponent pushing through to let him fall into that trap, that snare of legs around the neck and shoulder. But once again, Abdulayev in this half guard position, sorry, side control position. Oh, a nice shot there from the top. Oh, look at that. Garban calling him in. You can see Garban is a very psychologically tough fighter. Now using the scramble. Good to see that from Garban. And again, once he gets to his feet, wants to cause some damage, but like a wet blanket, Abdulayev sticks to him once again. Round 2 in the books. Very impressive from the Russian fighter, being able to get that takedown, get that control, that side control. But Garban, you can tell he's a fighter that's always in the fight. You could beat him for 9, 10, 11 minutes of a fight. You give him one shot and he can finish you. So that's what makes Nazar Garban very exciting from Finland. And we'll see some of this nice side kick there. But the takedown was great. The knee came up from Garban, and as soon as it did, that's when Abdulayev looked to take him down. Once again, look at that. This is the trip he uses. Look at the way he contorts his body to get those takedowns. Again, time and time again. Instinctive wrestling there from Abdulayev. Third and final round here. They stare across the cage at each other once again.
Ready? Fight!
Can Garban switch things up a little? The control of Abdulayev so far in the grappling sphere looks to possibly have edged him this one so far. But as I said, Garban, one of those fighters that is always in it. Look at that feinting with the switch of the hips. You've got to be careful once that back is against the cage. That's the green light for these Russian wrestlers. Oof. Oh, and now that question mark kick comes up, clips the back of the head. But Abdulayev shakes it off and now look, engages the wrestling. So good at those trips, so good from the body clinch. Now taking the back, dragging him down. Garban now Looking to turn back, but as he does, once again, the timing in these grappling exchanges from Abdulayev. Russian corner looking very calm. I think they can see whenever he gets that clinch, he can pretty much take it down. You'll find a route to the mat. And now it's all about whether Garban can make space quickly enough to get back to his feet, or if he can throw up a submission attempt. Those long limbs coming up now. Postured up is Abdulayev. Oh, and again he pushes away, but as soon as he looks to scramble, Abdulayev charges him back to the mat. Now again inside control, almost north-south position here for Abdulayev. It's all about control, and styles-wise, this is a very good tournament style. You can stay close to your opponent, you can avoid damage. Oh, look at the transitions. The chain wrestling then, you can see the deep breaths now from Garban. The clock is ticking, fatigue is setting in, and there is no space to be found underneath Rosh's Abdulayev. Now he's gone for the mat again. Abdulayev switches to side control, really does look to prefer this position. Steps over again, clock ticking. And there we have it. All done here in cage number 1. A hard fought battle, between these two. You can see Abdulayev looks very, very tired. But I wouldn't be surprised if you could see him do 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds like that, despite this sort of fatigue. Just his intent, his heart. But Nazar Garban really did impress me. I like his style of fighting. I like his mentality. You can see that he's very strong mentally, but technically when he was in those clinches, unable to stop the takedowns. The relentless takedowns of Sirajudin Abdulayev. Nothing to hold your head down there with Garban. You can see the fighter he could be as well. Early in his amateur career. But another exciting prospect. But let's see who took this one in this featherweight contest. Sirajudin Abdulayev takes that one. A smile on his face there. He had to work for it. Really did.